Sam Smyers here. Today, I want to talk about 3 different ways to make custom wavetables in Serum. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you are new here, then please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to my channel because that will help you stay updated with future videos that are just like this. The first way that you can make a custom wavetable in Serum is that you can simply draw the wavetable in Serum. If I open up Serum, this is the initial preset. I can go up to the wavetable area here and click on the pencil icon, and then this opens up our editor menu. And I can select different types of shapes, and I can click in this grid here, and I can start creating my own wavetable shape. And as I insert a shape, I can change the different types. As I insert these different types of shapes, then it changes how this sound sounds. Let's go ahead and put one here. I can also change the grid down here. Let's say I put this at 16 instead of 8. Now I can get more specific with the types of shapes I'm creating. I can go all the way up to, let's say, 32. Now I can draw in a lot more different shapes and get more specific in particular with how my sound and my wavetable is. And you can basically go through your wavetable like that. If I go up here, this is going to be our FFT menu, not NFT. FFT, this is going to allow you to manipulate the harmonic of each wavetable and also the phase of each wavetable in relation to the other wavetables. If I adjust this bar here, then we see this wavetable starting to change. I could also just click and then drag. And then I can adjust some of the bars down here. And let's say I like that wavetable, then I can click on this plus button here and that will duplicate it and then make some adjustments to this table. And now I have 2 wavetables. And then what I can do is I can go to this morph menu, and then I can create these subtables in between my 2 wavetables. We have crossfade, spectral. We have different options for the spectral. I'm going to select crossfade. These are all just different processing options that you can try out and see how it affects your sound. Crossfade is the default, so I'll try crossfade. And now we can see that there are 256 different positions in between these 2 wavetables. If I click on the X here, and now I take a look at our wavetable here, these 2 green wavetables are the 2 that I created, and then all of this gray in the middle is the 256 subtables. And I can scroll through them by adjusting this wavetable position knob here. Now that was the first way that you can create your custom wavetable. If you like that wavetable, you can hit this save up here and then go ahead and save it as a new wavetable, and then you can go back to it and you have your own custom wavetable. The second way to create a custom wavetable is you can actually do this thing, which is text to speech. And let me show you how that works. I can go back into the editor menu here, go to this bar here where it says enter formula, and I can do parentheses, computer, music, end parentheses. And when I hit enter, it will take that speech and it will convert it into wavetables. I'll hit enter, and now it creates all these wavetables that are based off of what it would sound like if a computer were to say computer music. Let's go to our wavetable viewer here. Now we can see all these different positions. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my LFO like this and put it to envelope. Let's change my rate to, let's say, 1 bar. Then I'll drag my alpha 1 to my wavetable position. Let's go ahead and turn this down a bit and turn down the octaves. And let me play this for you. Let's turn that up a bit. Now it's saying computer music, and that's really awesome. I can type in any word or phrase and it can play it back to me in this computerized digital sounding sample. It's pretty rough sounding. I could go back into my editor here, and there's this option for process. And basically with process, it is going to process all of these subtables here. There's 150. It'll process all of these subtables, and I can crossfade the edges in between each of those slices, and that can help smooth up the sound a bit. Let's go ahead and just try putting this onto a grid size of 8 and process, crossfade edges on my grid size. And that smooths it up a tiny bit. I don't have to play the whole computer music sound. I could turn off this modulator here. And play the sound like that. And if you like that, you could, of course, save this as a wavetable preset, and that will be your second custom wavetable preset. The third way to make a custom wavetable is to use an audio sample and import it into Serum. Whenever you do import an audio sample into Serum, you have to make sure that it is a one-shot. It's relatively short. It is monophonic. It is just one note, not a chord, and that will give you the best results. I'm going to want to import this marimba sound into Serum. And whenever you do import a sound into Serum, you also want to make sure that the sample rate is 44.1 kilohertz, because Serum uses 44.1 kilohertz to chop up that sample into different slices, and that will give you the best results. Let me check this sample. If I just double click on it, it will open up my sample editor in Ableton. And of course, down here it says it's 48 kilohertz, and I want to convert that to 44.1. What I can do is I can right click and consolidate, because when you consolidate in Ableton, you are essentially creating a whole new audio file. Let's go ahead and hit consolidate. And now we can see it has converted my sample to 44.1. What I could do is I could drag my sample into Serum, and this menu option pops up where we have 3 different options. We have import normal, dynamic pitch 0 snap, normal dynamic pitch follow, and constant frame size pitch average. This first one is good for simple sounding samples. The second one is for more complex, and the third one is for a bit more complex. This is usually the default that they recommend to drag it into. I've already tested this for the marimba, and with this marimba sound, it sounds best going into this first option. And what I can do is turn off the BPM here, adjust my rate, let's turn up the volume. And that sounds pretty close to the original. Serum is not a sampler, but it can basically reproduce your samples pretty close to the original, depending on the type of sample. And this is a unique way that you can recreate these wavetables based off of a sample. I dragged it into that first option. If I try the third option here, you can probably hear some buzzing going on, and that is happening because Serum splits up that sample into all of these different subtables. And sometimes that buzzing happens, and you can try to make some adjustments to get rid of it. You can try one of these 3 options. This first option doesn't have that much buzzing, and that's why I use that first option. And there I have my nice marimba sound. There is a fourth way that you can drag in your sample, which is the professional, the complicated way. I can go into my editor here. I can go into this enter formula bar. If I hit 0 and reset it, it says enter formula. What I can do is I can enter in the pitch and also the octave of my sample. If I look at my sample is going to be C, and I believe it's going to be C3. Let's do C3. Then let's go ahead and drag in my sample here. And then I have C3. I could try C2. Let's see how that sounds. That's not bad. Let's leave it at C3. Drag in my sample again. And you can probably hear some of that buzzing going on. What I can do is I can go to my process here and go to the crossfade edges. And that cleans it up quite a bit. And that is an awesome marimba sound. I can go back here and then save that as a new preset, as whatever marimba sound that I want. I can also adjust it, make some cool sounds. And make a really nice marimba sound in Serum. That is 3 ways that you can create custom wavetables in Serum. Because you have stuck with me for this long, I want to show you an extra bonus 4th way to create a wavetable. And this one is really cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to search for a PNG file, which is an image file. I want to use my logo. This is my logo. Let's go ahead and drag in my logo to Serum and see what happens. Now check that out. Isn't that cool? That's my logo in this whole wavetable form. And I can scroll through the wavetable here. Let's go ahead and turn this down a bit. Go to octave down to -2. Let's get more of a bassy sound. And let's go ahead and change my LFO. Let's do triangle. Now, those are some crazy sounds that I can get that I created from a PNG file. Let's say I don't want to scroll through all of those different wavetables. Let's go ahead and bypass the LFO. Now that's a pretty cool bass sound that I just made from my logo. Now that was 3 different ways that you could create custom wavetables in Serum, plus an extra bonus for you. And if you enjoyed that, please go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to my channel because that will help you stay updated with future videos that are just like this. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.